And finally, if you've read or even just leafed through a copy of the satirical magazine Private Eye at any time over the past 4 decades, chances are you will have seen and smiled at a cartoon by Tony Husband. He's never missed an issue. For anyone who feels they have some catching up to do, well, he's holding an exhibition in Oldham this weekend. He's been telling us the humour around cartoons is more important than ever.
That was, I love wine, so that's part of the process, I suppose. And I just imagine, you know, that people love wine as well, and it's hard to explain where they come from. It just pings into my head.
For more than 40 years, Tony Husband has made Britain look at itself and laugh. His gift for a gag has brightened up many a newspaper or magazine, including Private Eye.
You've been in every single edition, I understand?
For 38 years.
Tony's Yob series was commissioned by editor Ian Hislop, who was impressed by his work at the time.
I was once beaten up by a gang of skinheads. I had long hair, believe it or not, back then, long-haired hippie. And I was beaten up by a gang of skinheads, so I started to draw them, because I'm not a fighter. It was like in that there was the National Front, wasn't there? So this lad's spraying on the wall up the National Front, and he just said, "How do you spell NF?" And it was that sort of silly joke.
Tony believes cartoonists and satirists are needed more than ever.
With the way it is today, is life is like a cartoon. You know, you get cartoon characters like Boris Johnson, who's, you know, like somebody who was spitting image created without being there before. And but definitely, it's needed these days.
Since the publication of his book about his late father's dementia, Tony's work has helped raise awareness. He's also been moved by the migrant channel crossings. This piece was inspired by one of his granddaughters.
And I just imagine Daisy on this raft in the middle of the channel as a storm's brewing, saying, "Are we there yet?" And it just kind of, when I drew it, every time I draw it, I cry. Can't keep watching children being drowned.
With no shortage of depressing news, if you're maybe feeling it's all a bit too much, Tony set about to try and raise a smile with this cartoon.
I am obsessed with the news though, but I have to be in a way. But
Maybe we should have more cartoons on the news.
I think if you want me on ITV News every night doing the political cartoon, yeah, thanks for that, Neil. I'll work on a contract. That's a good idea, actually.
Neil Connery, News at 10, Oldham.
Cruel, Tony. She doesn't say that in my house. That's it for tonight.